There once lived a young man named Arjun who believed life had nothing special for him. Every day felt the same. Waking up late, scrolling through his phone, rushing to work, coming home tired, and falling asleep with the same frustration. He used to look at successful people and wonder, what do they have that I don't? He thought maybe they were lucky, or maybe they had powerful contacts. But the truth was simpler. They had focus. Arjun's mind, however, was everywhere but in the present. He wanted success, but he also wanted comfort. He wanted discipline, but he also wanted entertainment. He wanted results, but without the pain of consistency. And that's where most people remain stuck. In the middle of desire and distraction. One evening, Arjun sat on his balcony after another exhausting day. His phone kept buzzing with notifications, yet his heart was completely silent. He felt a deep emptiness. He asked himself, why do I feel like I'm alive, but not living? That night changed everything. For the first time, he decided to do something not for fame, not for money, but for his peace of mind. He decided to take control of his focus. The next morning, he woke up early, something he hadn't done in years. He didn't touch his phone. Instead, he sat quietly for 10 minutes. His mind screamed for distraction, but he stayed still. That small act, just 10 minutes of silence, was the seed of transformation. He realized that silence wasn't empty. It was full of answers. In the beginning, it was hard. His thoughts kept jumping from past regrets to future worries. But day by day, something shifted. His mind became calmer. He began noticing the beauty of small things. Sunlight through his window, the sound of birds, the taste of water. His focus started sharpening. He began to control his attention. Instead of letting it control him, he started reading 10 pages of a book every morning. He started writing his goals on a small notebook. He replaced his endless social media scrolling with meaningful learning. Within a few weeks, he could feel the difference. His conversations became deeper, his work improved, and his confidence quietly returned. People around him started noticing. They said, "You've changed." But Arjun just smiled. Because change doesn't start with the world. It starts with one small habit. As months passed, he learned that focus is not something you are born with. It's something you train. Just like muscles grow through resistance, focus grows through challenge. Every time he resisted a distraction, his mind grew stronger. Every time he completed a small task with full attention, he became unstoppable. One evening, he met his old friend Rohan, who was still stuck in the same cycle of complaints. "Bro, I don't know how you're doing all this," Rohan said. "I try to change, but it doesn't last." Arjun smiled and said, "Because you're trying to change your life overnight. I changed my habits. Life followed." That sentence struck a chord in Rohan's heart. It's a truth we all ignore. Big transformations are nothing but the result of tiny, consistent habits done with focus. Arjun's life slowly transformed. He got a promotion, not because he worked more hours, but because he worked with clarity. His energy doubled, not because he drank coffee, but because he stopped wasting it on distractions. His relationships improved, not because he tried harder to impress people, but because he learned to be truly present with them. He started mentoring others, sharing his lessons. "You don't need to change your world," he said in one of his talks. "You just need to change your focus. Whatever you focus on grows. Focus on excuses, and your problems grow. Focus on progress, and your life grows." He discovered that focus is more than concentration. It's connection. When you focus deeply on something, you connect with it, and that connection gives meaning to your actions. He realized that the secret to happiness wasn't having more, but being more present in whatever he was doing. But life, as always, tested him again. His company faced losses. His team shrank, and he was under immense pressure. The old Arjun would have panicked. But now, his mind was a weapon of calm. He used every challenge as training for his focus. While others complained, he strategized. While others scrolled their stress away, he reflected in silence. It was during this storm that his greatest strength emerged. Discipline. He had built habits so strong that, even when motivation failed, discipline carried him forward. That's the true power of focus. It keeps you moving, even when your emotions don't want to. He rebuilt his team, helped his company recover, and became known as the man who never breaks under pressure. Yet, when asked for his secret, he said only one thing: "I stopped chasing everything. I started mastering one thing at a time." Years later, Arjun looked back and smiled. Realized the biggest transformation wasn't in his career or lifestyle. It was in his state of mind. He no longer reacted to life, he responded. He no longer lived in chaos. He lived with clarity. He understood that the human mind is like sunlight. It burns nothing. Focused. It can light a fire that changes everything. And that's the truth for all of us. Every person has the same 24 hours, the same brain, the same potential. What separates the successful from the struggling is not luck or talent. It's focus. A focused mind turns ordinary moments into opportunities. A distracted mind turns opportunities into regrets. You don't need to move mountains to change your life. Start with one habit. Wake up early. Meditate for 10 minutes. Write your goals, exercise, or read daily. Small habits create silent revolutions. Remember, the greatest battle you'll ever fight is not outside. It's inside. Every time you silence your distractions, you're winning. Every time you choose progress over comfort, you're evolving. One focused year can change your entire destiny. Arjun proved it. And you can too. Because once you master your focus, you master your future. Because the power of a focused mind is the power to change your life.